guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about cricket, and in particular we're talking about the Indian Premier League. So the IPL started a couple of months ago. We're towards the end of the season, and today I have with me Jonathan. He is the avid cricket fan and the cricketing expert. Now, Jonathan, I just wanted to invite you on here. Guys, he's a little camera shy, so you want to give him a thumbs up right now so he feels a little more comfortable doing this for you and with me. So, Jonathan, tell me how it is that the IPL has evolved over the years.
Okay, well, the IPL has started. Hi, good afternoon or morning, wherever you are in the world. Hi to everyone. Thanks for having me on the very illustrious program. I try to do my endeavor best to see how much I can have my little input on a topic that I favor so much, and I'm a lover of many sports, I can say. But over the years, the IPL, I can't really say if they were the first one who started the T20 cricket format of the game, but it has gotten to a point now where they have been evolving somewhat, and the game has gotten more interesting, and enjoying it immensely. I was privy to watch a game. Well, not the entire games that played today, but it was too interesting. And I see where a lot of batsmen and bowlers are putting in some work, and it will continue to grow from strength to strength.
The IPL, I know you're a lover of West Indian cricket, and for those of you still carrying the torch for West Indies cricket, I say I feel for you and I admire you. I tell him all the time that I admire him because he keeps West Indian cricket in his heart, and he bleeds when West Indians don't do well at cricket. So as an avid West Indian fan, tell me how the West Indians have contributed to the upliftment of the IPL so far.
Well, over the years, we have had a number of players that has been playing in the IPL. They have done very well. They have, spoken for the West Indies on a whole. We used to have the likes of GAYLE. He has recently retired. A very hard hitter of the ball. Always like watching him. He has set a number of records in the IPL, and he is one of the members who has made the IPL very, very exciting. To include the likes of POLLARD, KIERON. He has done a lot of work in the IPL.
Yes.
He is now among the coaching staff, I think, of the Mumbai Indians. We have DWAYNE Bravo.
Yes.
Has done a lot of work in the IPL.
Yes.
He's
CSK.
now a part of the coaching staff of the Chennai Super Kings.
Yes,
so
he is, right? Yeah.
he has put in his work too, and there are a number of other persons that has been playing for years. We have like Russell, right? They call him the Muscle Russell.
Yes, Andre Russell
from Jamaica.
Yeah.
He has done a lot of work too. He has been doing this for a number of years. He's very good.
Yes, he is.
Both batting and bowling.
Yeah.
Is very good. And right now, we still have a few players still playing, and it's going to be interesting to see how they perform.
I've recognized that the great Brian Lara, is now also a part of the coaching staff of one of the teams, and he helps to coach with MUTTIAH
Yes.
Can you tell us what team that is, and do you favor that team because Brian Lara is a part of that team?
Brian Lara is a great batsman, I
Oh
can
yes.
say that. He has, been playing cricket number of years. I've watched him whilst I was in the West Indies, and he did some great work, great batting technique. He is very skilled at the game. He's now coaching the Sunriser Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League. But their team is not doing so well, and it's just a case where the other teams, I think, are far way superior than the Sunriser Hyderabad this year. And MUTTIAH, who is a ex-player of the game, put it that way,
Yeah.
and Brian Lara, they're doing a good job over there. They won their match yesterday, I must say, and going forward, they're able to come to the fore and able to represent themselves well.
Okay, just a few more questions because I know you gotta go. Let us talk a little bit about the current crop of West Indian players who are on prominent teams and doing really well in the IPL.
First, I must talk about the Rajasthan Royals. I watched their game today, which was interestingly the 1000th game of the IPL.
Wow, it's been going on that long?
Yes,
Oh,
isn't
lovely.
that something?
Yes, it is. It
Yeah,
is
and
something.
the Rajasthan Royal, they have two West Indian on their team. I think it might be three, but two that I always see playing, which is SHIMRON HETMYER. He is a very, very good batsman. I like to watch him play. He's very attacking, and he always come between the 12th over and the 15th over, because he's like a closer. If you want somebody to go and get you runs,
Okay, yeah.
he'll get you
He'll
runs.
get the runs.
Right?
He's a pollard.
He's a very, very good batsman. He's a very good fielder also. And I admire the work that he continues to put in. And Jason Holder is also an all-rounder for the Rajasthan Royals. So he's playing very well. He bats and he bowls very well. Unfortunately, the Mumbai Indians has beaten them today, which I'm telling you, this year for the IPL, it's very, very, very interesting in terms of, runs getting, chasing runs, because both teams made over 200 runs today.
Wow.
The team that batted first, they made 214, and Mumbai Indians, chased those runs and they got them.
Beautiful.
So it's hot. It's heating up right now.
Okay. I also, that segues pretty good into my next question, my last question. I've heard you say that this year's Premier League is one of the most competitive you've seen so far in watching the IPL. That this year the teams are more closely matched in their skills, and so it doesn't make for any one team to run away. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how good the IPL is looking, how much it's grown from years gone by when one team, CSK, won it a number of years, Chennai Super King won it a number of years in a row. But this year, you were saying to me that it's not a runaway and that the teams are more evenly poised this year. Expound on that.
Actually, there was, gone are the days when Chris GAYLE and the Darren Bravos, and the Bravo brothers, because the other Bravo who used to play in the IPL, I haven't seen him this year, and Pollard and others, the par score in the IPL would be about like a 150, 160. You might get a 170. This year, so far in the IPL, I can tell you, guys, that there has been a number of games that the team, whether they bat first or last, I think today I was looking at the stats where over 15 times the team that batted first scored over 200 runs. And the teams that batted second, I mean, they have chased like 8 times. So that's 23 times you find that teams has made over 200 runs.
And let me just interject here for you guys who are young in the knowledge of cricket. If you're playing a 20 over game and you're making over 200, it means you're making at least 10 runs per over.
That's correct.
Which is really good for a team. And you're saying that more times than ever, these teams are making over 200. And
Right.
still the other team is chasing that score down.
Chasing that score down.
Wow,
they
that's
might
beautiful.
not they might not be able to overcome overall that total, but they're getting very close. So far this season, the highest score was 256.
Wow.
So I don't know what these batsmen are, I mean, doing nowadays, but the batting has improved tremendously, and the bowlers has to, I mean, in my opinion, has to go back to the drawing board and see how best they can able to counteract this batting prowess of all these batsmen.
Wow. I know I said the last question was the last question, but let me ask you, do you contribute the heightened number of times that teams are getting over 200? Do you contribute it more towards the batsmen being better or towards the grounds being prepared more for batting?
I think it's a little bit of both, because there are some pitch that you would bat on in the previous years. You might not be able to score like more than 160 runs, but I think the groundsmen, thumbs up to all the groundsmen. I think they're doing a tremendous job. And the other side to that is that the batsmen are just, getting more and more technically correct. So the bowlers have to able to pitch that ball in the right area and the right place so that you don't, flew over the fence. Because when you look at how many 6s and 4s that has been hit since the start of this IPL season, I'm telling you, it's so appalling that these batsmen are up in their game. So the bowlers has to do whatever it takes to conquer what the batsman has been doing.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from my expert cricketing friend here, Mr. Jones. The knockout round of the IPL starts on the 23rd of May, and when we get close to deciding who those teams are that will make it to the knockout, we'll come back to Mr. Jones for his opinion on how they're going to move forward, or how he thinks the season will progress. Now, this is your one-stop shop for all things sports. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you're a cricketing fan, hit the notification bell and give us a thumbs up and drop a line in there to thank Mr. Jones for coming on and for all his knowledge and for not seeming so nervous for a camera shy person. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you, man.
And thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, sir.
Back.